8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Damn.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
They go right back to
Oh,
ETN.
whoa.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Hold up.
This drive in some serious trouble.
No, this is not. I'm supposed to be playing my player. Alright, no. Wait, what? Choose your role on the field. Whoa. Leave. No, leave. Uh-huh.
Still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no. The Jaguars offense ready to go here in front of the home faithful. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back.
And he comes off a dazzling performance a week ago, over 100 yards rushing and receiving in that game. That is not the stat line you see every day. He'll be hard-pressed to repeat that. But just shows how comfortable he is in this offense.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4.
Red on red.
Second and 6.
Now Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. And here's the 2nd and 5.
Hey, Ginger, touch!
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Little. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Try! And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Time to see Jacksonville again on offense
Good
for the second time here in this game.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. Elijah Cansey gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Jaguars first down.
Up the middle they go. It's Little. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So problems with Eric passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week.
Oh, you son of a
Comes the
bitch.
Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He completes it to Hunter. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They go play action with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
What the?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Thomas has got it, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
1st and 10.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Shrugs him off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
51 yards now on the ground. Just 7 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. Little. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
4 yards.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Oh.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case,
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
got his
Great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jags are an extra point away from evening this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Look at the running back. The
motherfucker.
as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And too far in front, he couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
In a 4th down.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And Thomas has it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, danger. Dot.
Now Lawrence. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Aaron Browning. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Got a man, that's Hunter. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Rogers' numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. He was graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Looking for a crazy to find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Little. Fighting through tackles. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
Rip, 20.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And they set up the screen. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Jaguars have 1-6 now. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Hey, go! Go! Here we go.
Lawrence.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there.
Got his ass.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
Jaguars getting set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Hey, lock.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Bullshit.
Comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels.
Here's Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Little. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
On the crossing route, complete. It's sharp. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 6-yard line.
Rip, 20.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Ready. Red on red. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence.
And a quick throw there is incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
You motherfucker.
Comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Little. And he'll be offended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Oh my God.
Fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We need a fucking... Oh my God.
Set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Oh, no.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
No!
This throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1 at 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again complete.
Yeah,
Now we're going to
you
get a
tore your
timeout
glute.
because we
Well
got
done.
an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Hey, go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Little. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Check. Rip, 20. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted them. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Let's go.
and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. From the out route, incomplete. That's Hunter. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Jaguars first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Little. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Why?
It's going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Lawrence going to keep it. That is not going to be any
Oh, my
help as
God.
they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Well, that's
You
the 3rd interception
fucking
for
bitch.
Lawrence. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Are you serious? No one's gonna catch him?
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Little. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He finds his man complete. That's Little. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
All right, let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 27.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This one taken in by Stover.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I'm going to hurt myself now.
It's by Antoine Winfield Jr.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably.
Jaguars game is
Hall of Fame top 5 matchup. What do you mean? Fuck you on about? Hey man, we got the Panthers this week, and as you probably know, their past state on the best. We're going to need to step up, shoulder the load. It's going to be tough to move the ball through the air. What? Cryptabilities.
to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football. He's seen the football quite a bit here in this first half. Such an integral part of this offense. We'll start this next drive. 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Here's a first carry for their running back. He is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
No way.
And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 53 yards.
1st and 10. Here we go.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It is 2nd and 9.
Hey.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Wow.
Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Lawrence. This is going to be caught for a touchdown, but there is a marker down. And you can tell they know this is coming back. So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Look to the end.
Bullshit.
Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5.
Lawrence's pass complete to number 26. A gain of 7 yards. It's 4th down and goal.
Look there at the first quarter numbers, and now trying to add to those as this next drive begins with 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Lawrence, and that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, Lion!
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the 1st down.
And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Lawrence. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack. It just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
And on third down, that ball
This fucker.
See the numbers here in the first half, and now time to build on those as this drive begins with first down. Lawrence now to throw on first down. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's the toss as they look to run. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. Outside, it's complete. 15 yards through the air. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Jacksonville. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll work forward for a couple. Ivan Pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop. Third down and 9. Back to throw. Lawrence. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Lawrence. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on 4th down. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in the first half. Already 7 catches, and we've yet to hit halftime. Now a run on first down. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Lawrence. Going for it all. Ball incomplete.
Bullshit.
Standing there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Lawrence now. He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3. 2nd down, Lawrence.
2nd and 6.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And is up. The Jaguars offense ready for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.